Hey, and welcome back to Star Wars 101. Today I'm going to be telling you a story about a Legends Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Ruin. Now, I find this character very interesting because I am a big fan of the Darth Bane books and find Legends quite fascinating. And as you'll hear in this video, Darth Ruin kind of sets up the backstory for the Bane books. He plays a big role in the Legends Sith history. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below telling me what you think about this character. And with all that said, let's dive in. Darth Ruin was a pale blue, Force-sensitive male Umbaran, who previously was a Jedi Master. Fannius was a master of the peacekeeping Jedi Order who lived near the advent of the Dragulch period, an era beginning in 2000 BBY, during the time of the Old Republic. Up to this point, Fannius had attained a polarizing reputation in his Jedi career. While highly regarded for his intellect and charisma, the Jedi Master unsettled many of his peers, even facing condemnation from the Jedi Council, by exhibiting solipsistic traits. The Umbaran had begun to perceive his own mind, and, by extension, himself, as the only thing to truly exist. Having renounced his place among the Jedi, he became formally recognized as one of the Lost, Jedi Masters who voluntarily left the Order over ideological differences. Upon realizing the Order's refusal to accept his stance, Fannius chose to abandon the ways of the Jedi, driven to uncover alternate teachings that would allow him to fully embrace his individualistic ideology. At some stage in his quest for knowledge, Fannius managed to obtain a holocron, a crystalline data storage device, from a Jedi temple. The device in question contained teachings of the millennia-old Sith Order, a cult that adhered to the ways of the dark side of the Force. By around this point, Fannius himself had fallen under the dark side's influence, and armed with his newfound knowledge of the dark side, the former Jedi Master set out to recruit more disciples to the ways of the Sith, vowing revenge against the Jedi Order for dismissing his beliefs. In an effort to revive the Sith Order, Fannius sought out a number of Sith clans that had survived throughout the galaxy, disproving the common belief that the dark side cult had been destroyed for centuries up to this time. Working outside of the Jedi Order's notice, he managed to infiltrate and unite these clans, paving the way for what would ultimately become a new empire of the Sith. In the process, Fannius relinquished his former identity, determined to break his mental barriers in pursuit of egocentric self-interest, and declared himself a Dark Lord of the Sith under the new moniker of Darth Ruin. With his new title, the Dark Lord convinced 50 additional Jedi to leave the Order and rally behind his cause, resulting in the Fourth Great Schism. The culmination of Darth Ruin's machinations gave rise to the new Sith, a resurgent Sith faction that engaged the Jedi Order and the Republic in a galactic conflict called the New Sith Wars. The Dark Lord held his disciples in low regard, viewing them literally as nothing in the grand scheme of his individualistic obsession. This attitude led Ruin to sacrifice many of his Sith followers seemingly on a whim, provoking their ire and eventually driving them to conspire against him. Despite the murderous intent of his disgruntled underlings, Lord Ruin never even pondered the possibility that they would bring about his demise. This single-minded confidence facilitated a premature end to the reign of the new Dark Lord, resulting in his assassination. The actions of the late Darth Ruin brought about a new age of expansion and reclamation for the Sith. Even in his absence, the new Sith Wars persisted for 1,000 years. During this time, a number of Dark Lords rose to leadership in various destructive campaigns against the Jedi and the Republic, pushing the latter to the brink of collapse. Among these leading figures was Darth Revan, a Sith Lord who at one point owned a scripture containing a text passage in the Sith language, titled The Creed of Ruin, reminiscent of Ruin's solipsistic philosophy. Despite a string of crushing victories achieved by Ruin's successors, the treachery that originally led to his death continued to plague the Sith ranks, with many subsequent Dark Lords falling to the same fate. At some point during the Republic Dark Age that began in 1100 BBY, the Sith finally turned against one another in a bloody period of civil war, fracturing the empire that Ruin had founded. The Sith remnants were later reorganized into the Brotherhood of Darkness, only to meet their ultimate demise at the conclusion of the New Sith Wars. A lone Brotherhood survivor, Darth Bane, went on to establish a new Sith doctrine to overcome the perils that destroyed Ruin and his successors, of which Bane discussed in a historical compilation called the Book of Sith. The Jedi Order expressed a grim view of Ruin's legacy in a guidebook titled The Jedi Path, stating that his revival of the Sith nearly led to the end of galactic civilization. That brings us to the end of this video, and as I said before, if you enjoyed, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below telling me what you think about this character. And other than that, have a great day.